Hello, I'm Darth Xeras, and today we're going to take a tour of the new upcoming Alderaan Stronghold. As you see when we load in, we start out in this nice field over a stream. There's a waterfall and some mountains, very Alderaan, and our palace in the background. We turn on the edit mode so you can see the hooks. We have 4 starship hooks over here. Off to the side, on this side, we have several centerpiece hooks and large hooks, and we have hooks going up into the little hills here overlooking the waterfall. There's some hooks and some other smaller centerpiece hooks over there. Then as we head along back across the bridge and follow the little dirt path, we're going to go up into the little mountain path there, and there's a little campsite. As you can see, once we get to the top of the little path, there's a little campsite, some hooks, and there's a little platform with an overlook. I have already opened it on the first installment of the PTS, and there is an optional room over here that, when open, is a Killick hive. We're going to just go down the side here into the hive. One of the problems we still have with the hive is once you get in past the mountain, where the mountain was, this is a no access area. There are not very many hooks out here, though there are a couple mediums up here. One of the things I do not see in my UI, but I have seen others post or talk about, is apparently there's options. A menu of some sort should post up, or there should be a place to click. I do not see such a place or know how you should get it, but there should be an option to have Killicks inhabit the hive, so it's not totally empty, or you can leave it empty if you just want to use it as a cave structure. It comes back here, and this is the end of it. As you can see, there's already a lot of Killick type artifacts and hive structures in place, and there's also hooks for you to add your own structures as well, so this could be an interesting area to play with. Next, we're going to go ahead over to the palace itself. As you can see, approaching the palace, there are hooks around here. There's these little pads with hooks. And coming up the stairs, there's centerpiece hooks on either side, an array of large hooks, more centerpiece hooks, and a bunch of large hooks. One of the feedback items I saw from the first test cycle for this was put hooks on the front, and you can see they have put hooks on the front. I also was one of the people who suggested that, but I was hardly the only one. And I also suggested hooks here on this front walkway. There were none, so you could put guards or whatnot. And then coming right into the stronghold, one of the things I had requested and have not seen is this area looks like there should be some sort of art or something you should put here, but there's no hook there to do so. So hopefully they'll add a hook in the next round of testing. As you come around inside, you can see there's quite a lot of hooks in this main hallway, and there's the famous stained glass. And then there's 3 side rooms, a room that goes off into a hallway, and an elevator. So the 3 side rooms are pretty much the same layout. There's a ceiling hook, and the wall hooks and floor hooks I think are pretty much the same, if not identical. The rooms are labeled. That's, I think, something new. I don't remember rooms being so well labeled before. Like this one is called a guest chamber, and I think that was a drawing room. This is the elevator. We'll go up there in a little bit. And over here is the study. And here is the hallway that leads down to the throne room. You can see in the hallway there has its own built-in lamps, but there's still quite a nice assortment of hooks. and little places where you can do certain things. This is the throne room with a lovely view of waterfalls and a lake beyond it. Two of the things changed about the throne room from earlier patches is there was some back piece to this slab that is now a separate decoration that you get and can apply. Though I'm not sure how that works with this hook here and being able to put one of the thrones in place at the same time. And there was also a rug that was pre-built into the room that has since been removed, and you now have your more options for your own rugs. You come up to the side hallway, you can see there's a display issue with the hooks where they seem to disappear depending on camera angle and as you run through. Hopefully that will be fixed for release. And as you come up, there's a nice balcony that overlooks the same background from the throne room. You can see the throne room over there, and the balcony and the waterfalls. Next, we're going to go up and have a look at the upper expansion area. And here we are, the elevator leading up to the upper expansion area. There's a variety of hooks and such in here as well, and it's a cute, neat little room. Up to the mountain retreat. Here's the mountain retreat. And you can see there's a nice variety of hooks. There's hooks on this wall coming out of the palace. An assortment of hooks along the sides here. There's another centerpiece hook up here. And some mediums. And a nice assortment of mediums along that edge as well. There's this little snowy area. There's a bunch of centerpiece hooks here, but I think it would be really cool if maybe out in this area there was an option at least for a starship hook. It'd be cool to be able to put your personal class starship here and have it available for when you come and visit your stronghold. It's kind of a landing zone. Here's a nice little ruins area. There's some more assortments of hooks and centerpiece hooks and wall hooks. It's quite well set up. And as we come back around these ruins, we'll see that if you look down, there's two starship hooks out there. I guess they're not really accessible, but I guess it would be a good place to put some sort of structures that look good from afar. I don't really have a good idea right now, but I'm sure I'll come up with one eventually. And here's the two expansions up here. Each of these doors lead into their own expansion spaces. You can see there's hooks along the walls. We're going to go in this expansion first. The northern lodging has, again, lots of wall hooks. There's not really any ceiling hooks in here, and it's a little dark. Maybe a couple ceiling hooks would be nice. This section has its own built-in temple lighting, and there's this sizable room here with a nice centerpiece hook and some other hooks, and a little bit of a forest view. As we come back out, we're going to head down the hall. You can see also they have these cool windows. This is kind of a new thing where you can look out and see what's going on. And this is kind of a central room that leads into the other side. Unfortunately, the doors are bugged right now, and we got to go back outside to get in the other expansion. But normally that door would attach the two expansions. It kind of feels to me like there's a lot of hallway and not a lot of rooms for this area. So I don't know the way it's configured, if they have any opportunities to maybe add another one or two small rooms in here. But if they did, that would be great. Maybe like a little tiny study room over here, or off of this hallway somewhere, like this way maybe. But this is the other room. You can see it looks like it has pretty much the same layout is the first room. There are hooks out here that you can build on, and there's the upper part of the waterfall you can see here. And that is our Alderaan Stronghold. Thank you for watching, and may the Force serve you always.